So everything you see in the Clink, like structure-wise, we built. We built the jail cells. We built the two-way. We built something else. Oh, the complaint box. I don't know that's much of. Oh, the electric chair.
Yeah. When he says we, he means he.
Right.
He's quite the carpenter.
So I'm like Jesus. So we borrowed Joel's brother-in-law's truck. Dennis let us borrow his pickup truck to go out and pick up all this material from Home Depot. So we went out and spent like, I don't know, $200. I forget how much we spent. It was like, that was the biggest expense, other than the suit, the actual jumpsuits,
Right.
which is a whole nother story for another time. But we went out, we bought all this wood. We're driving back to my place in the pickup truck around a very curvy road.
Well, yeah. Kevin lives on a very curvy road, lots of hills, peaks and valleys.
It does. It goes around and then it goes down.
Yeah.
So we're on the around part, and we're going fast, but not real fast.
I wasn't speeding, but I could have gone slower. Let's say I'm not speeding. Yeah, we're in a Ford F-150. My brother bought used down in Philly, northeast Philly. Reliable truck up until that day.
I still gotta say, very reliable, because
It is very reliable.
we're still here to talk about this.
Right. No, okay. Man, I wish we had the footage. He had recently put new tires on his truck. And to get these tires to fit on the truck, he needed adapter plates. You know, these little plates that kind of give you a little extra, whatever. So,
A little something, something.
little something, something. And they have the bolts, So we go around this curve, and all of a sudden, it's just like, boom. And the truck's like tilted.
Yeah. It was passenger, front passenger. So
Yeah.
the side I'm sitting on kind of went. But real quick, too, while we were buying all this stuff, I needed a trash can. Right. So I bought a trash can, like a big new trash can, because mine had blown away, believe it or not. And when I put it in the cab with us, because it would not fit in the actual the bed, I put it in the cab, and I couldn't get my seatbelt on. And I even said, well, if we crash, I'll die. As a joke, because you never crash, right? Who crashes? And sure enough, as we hit that turn, boom, and the car kind of went down.
Yeah.
Back into the right.
Back to the right. Now, what I thought happened is, because we had all this wood sticking out of the back, and it was twined. We used some twine to keep it.
Very well, I might add.
Right. He wrapped like 300 times. But we wrapped it from the cap to the bed of the truck down to the hitch.
Right.
And I'm thinking somehow the twine got like caught under and like wrapped around the axle, and like maybe somehow it like
the
yanked.
Strongest twine in the history of the
But
world.
who knows? But maybe some wood fell out of the back and all got, and they it's ripping the bottom of this car off. That's what I thought happened.
I don't know what I thought. But as we're both having these thoughts
in slow mo,
it was
slow-mo.
like in slow motion, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I think we're crashing. And as we're both having these thoughts, to our right, a tire passes us.
Well, right. But I mean, no, because we hit, and it's like, and I know we're scraping. And luckily, there was this parking lot to our right. Yeah. There was this building, which was like what was it?
It's like a mill.
It's an old mill.
But with the barber shop.
Yeah. There was a barber shop.
Because the guys at the mill got to get their hairs cut.
Yeah. Got to get my hairs cut. Anyway, and like I turn in, scraping into this, and we're still going like 30, and like slamming on the brake, and we pull in, and there's that split second where you and I are just like, we're just both
that's
like,
the wheel.
Right. We're just like, what just, and all of a sudden, this tire hurtling through the air past us.
It was kind of like two levels.
Yeah, we're going downhill.
It jumped the one level, bounced a couple times, and hit a steel door.
Right. Like it literally, it's like we aimed it. It bounces, and there's this perfectly framed door, and it clobbers this door.
Knocked it open.
It was locked.
And we robbed the place.
It was like padlocked. It busted the door open. Yeah. Huge dent in the door, and we're just, and the bolts ended up breaking. This is what happened.
Yeah,
we lost. Yeah, we found them along the road except for one. So we lost one somewhere between Delaware and Kevin's house, and
it's called 95.
Right. And that's that's where it started. And I mean, there is a scrape down the road.
It's still there. Yeah.
It's still there. We have pictures. We'll cut the pictures as we're doing this. And seriously, how we're not dead, how we're not.
How we didn't shit our pants.
How we
Like,
didn't
I'm
shit
really
our-
proud of that because, like, the whole time it felt like we were in control. Like, you know, I went forward, but again, the trash can. See, it was like an airbag. It was already filled airbag.
Right.
I didn't need a seatbelt.
You didn't.
And yeah, so and a good Samaritan came by who happened to own the barbershop, and the whole time we were hoping she wouldn't realize that the steel door was broken.
we walked over the door and went close.
It did not close.
Not really well. Supposedly the whole parking lot's under 24-hour surveillance, and there was at one point video of our accident because apparently when there's some incident.
That would be great to cut to that right
I
now.
know. Like somehow the footage gets emailed to the guy who owns the building. Like if some alarm goes off, which I'm sure it did when the door got hit by the tire. Yeah, he got sent the footage, and he probably watched it and was like, "That's fucking impossible." So those guys, they're
Let 'em
cool.
go.
That was not on purpose. That was not premeditated. That was a force of nature.
So the moral of the story is do not borrow Joel's brother-in-law's truck.
Well, the addendum to the story is my brother-in-law showed up, fixed it, put the old tire back on, which is hooray. And when I was coming back from one of the shoots for the Clink, by the time I pulled into my apartment, the driver's side tire was like tilted,
Oh, really?
and the bolts had broken on the other tire. So it could have happened to me again. It didn't, and you know he now since has fixed it.
So that was the reason we had to rent the U-Haul,
yes,
where you get to see a little piece where the actual renting of the U-Haul, kind of, which is this piece right here.
I backed this shit up in your alley. That was awesome.
Good work.
Mm.